What we filed was a document claiming newly discovered evidence that established the actual innocence of our clients.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us. Our top story, a confession along with a slew of new evidence, is on the table tonight, and they may well prove that 4 Fairbanks men have been wrongly convicted of the 1997 murder of John Hartman.
That's right, Daryl. Attorneys for the Alaska Innocence Project filed paperwork at the Rabinowitz Courthouse in Fairbanks today, asking for the release of Marvin Roberts and his co-defendants, known by many as the Fairbanks 4.
Now, the men have been in prison for the past 15 years, and now someone else is confessing to the crimes.
But that isn't all the evidence this document presents. News Center 11's Nikki Carvajal has more.
Hallelujah. This has been 16 years of a nightmare for me. And this is the happiest day of my life. Well, when they come home, it'll be the happiest. But right now, you can't imagine how happy I am.
There were tears of joy today outside the Rabinowitz Courthouse as lawyers for the Alaskan Innocence Project announced their findings.
And we give you thanks this afternoon that this long night is ending and it's sunrise and the daylight's coming.
The documents allege the murder of John Hartman was committed by 5 other men and include a confession from William Holmes. Holmes says he committed the crime on October 10, 1997, along with Jason Wallace, Rashawn Brown, Marquez Pennington, and Shelmar Johnson.
We have a fair amount of corroboration on factual statements that Holmes made in the document. And we also raise questions as to evidence from the original trials that now I think, now that we know what actually happened, we can say, wow, that was bad evidence in the trial, and we have scientific proof that it was bad evidence.
No charges have been filed against the men, and the district attorney's office still has to review the 131-page filing. However, people who have been working to free the Fairbanks 4 are cautiously optimistic.
The system failed so horrendously in this case that it would be foolish to expect the system to suddenly work perfectly. So I don't have faith in that, but I do have faith in just the ordinary, citizens of our community and human beings in the world to ensure that the system works right.
And for family members, just knowing that Eugene Vent, Kevin Peace, Marvin Roberts, and George Fries are one step closer to coming home is enough.
The pain of having him being in there is going to go away now.
Nikki Carvajal, News Center 11.
All right, we are joined now with court reporter for News Center, the News Center team, Nikki Carvajal. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Nikki, so tell us, how did this come about after 15 years?
Well, this actually all started about a year ago is when the actual confession was made. Marvin Roberts contacted Holmes and told him that he was in prison for a crime that he did not commit and heard that he might have information on it. Now, prior to this, the Alaskan Innocence Project lawyers had already contacted him and he had declined to speak with them. But after Roberts reached out to him personally in a letter, that's when Holmes was finally willing to speak.
Wow. Very well. Now, my question is, to what benefit does this confession bring to Holmes? As I understand, he's already incarcerated for life in another murder conviction.
He is, yeah, and it actually doesn't bring him any benefit. He is not getting a reduced sentence in any way. He wasn't up for the death penalty. A lot of people have been speculating things like that. Nothing like that. He just wanted to clear his conscience.
What's, clearing conscience, but what also about the reward that they were offering for any information that led to, new information coming out?
That's something else that people have been speculating about as well, but that money is going unclaimed. It's not being touched.
Very good.
Wow.
Final question for you tonight, Nikki, regarding the process from this point. Obviously, the state has to counter with some sort of a response.
They do, yeah. They have a certain amount of days, I believe it's 45 days, they have to actually respond to the document that's been filed. And then after that, it's going to be a really long process.
Yeah,
wow.
I would imagine.
The document itself is also, if you want to check it out, it's available on our website at webcenter11.com, so check it out for yourself.
Great work, Nikki. Thank you so much.